Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
So now let us quickly recapitulate what we understood and learned in chapter number 4, heat. Okay? Well, we learned our sense of touch is not always a reliable guide to the degree of hotness of an object. We learned that basically we cannot rely upon the sense of our touch to understand how hot or how cold a thing is, or what is the temperature of that particular thing. Alright? Temperature is a measure of the degree of hotness of an object. We understood what is the degree of the hotness of an object. It is temperature. Then thermometer is a device used for measuring temperature. We all know this one, that thermometer is used to measure the temperature of an object. Clinical thermometer is used to measure our body temperature, while a laboratory thermometer is used to measure the temperature in the laboratories, right? So the range of this clinical thermometer is from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius, okay? For other purposes, we use the laboratory thermometers. The range of these thermometers is usually from minus 10 degrees to 110 degrees Celsius, right? So basically we learnt about the temperature, how to identify how hot a object is, and what do we use to check the temperature. We use thermometers, and there are two types of thermometers, clinical thermometers and laboratory thermometers, okay? The normal temperature of the human body is 37 degrees Celsius. The heat flows from a body at a higher temperature to a body at a lower temperature. There are three ways in which heat can flow from one object to another. And what are those three ways? Conduction, convection and radiation. We have learnt these three processes in the chapter, right? In solids, generally the heat is transferred by conduction. In liquids and gases, the heat is transferred by convection. No medium is required for transfer of heat by radiation. We have learned the modes how the heat is being radiated or transferred. In solids, it is by conduction. In liquid and gases, it is by convection. But for radiation, no medium is required, right? And then we read that the materials which allow heat to pass through them easily are called conductors of heat. And on the other hand, the materials which do not allow heat to pass through them easily are called insulators, correct? Then we also understood that the dark colored objects absorb more heat than the light colored objects. That is the reason we feel more comfortable in light colored clothes in the summers, right? So now you have understood why do we wear actually light colored clothes in summers, right? Then we learned that the woolen clothes keeps us warm during winter. It is so because wool is a poor conductor of heat, right? So heat doesn't go out of it and it is trapped in it, and it has air trapped in between the fibers. So this is the reason why we wear woolen clothes in winters, right? I hope you have understood the chapter well, and with this we have finished the chapter.